Well, hello neighbors. How's everybody doing? We're back again today with Frostpunk. I put it to a vote, but nobody voted. So I figured, we'll stay on this until people get sick of it. No, I really enjoy playing this game, so that's all there is to it. But if we was to go through chronological order, it would actually be last autumn, the fall of winter home, then the arcs, then refugee, then new home, then on the edge. Okay, or new home, then refugees. I can't remember. Anyway, it's real close to that. But if you start winter home is a very difficult scenario. Simple as that. Refugees is easier. Arcs is the easiest. And new home is kind of medium ground. On the edge, that's kind of pretty much the same as last autumn. So instead of having difficulty spikes and ranges, I say we start off with the medium. Because with the arcs, it introduces stuff to you that you're not familiar with. Okay, so you're gonna have tech and stuff like that you don't know how to do nothing with. Refugees, you're gonna be flooded with people and you're not gonna know how to handle them because you're not used to the frozen waste food supplies, right? And like last autumn, food was abundant. It was just everywhere. The fall and winter home has its own difficulty and it's its own monster. So that being said, we're going to start off with a new home. Familiarize everybody with the mechanics of how to play in winter and what this story is truly about. So let's get into it. If you haven't, that is. And we're just going to leave it on normal. That's the beauty of the whole thing, is we can always come back and increase the difficulty should we choose to do so later on and come back and play it again. And see if we learned anything, which it's not very clear that we learned anything.
Rome, the still, cold world.
Or I learned anything.
Horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Okay, a new home. Basically just tells you that they fled London. Basically everything that was already said is right there in that text. Maybe just a little bit more. The fact that they came from New London, that kind of makes me go, what? They came from London, not New London, but London, and they went north. Now, the only thing north of London that I know of is Scotland. So, what, they invaded Scotland? They're like, yep, we're just going to come here and take over. I don't know how the Scottish people would feel about that, but whatever. It is what it is. This is a game, right? Of course, again, this is an alternate reality. It's not like this reality. Never mind. Anyway, let's get into this. Yeah, we have to, our mission is to stockpile coal. Okay. Now, our mission is to stockpile coal. So, we need to build. I want to get at least, I'm going to have the engineers over here picking up this coal, right? I want to build resources. I'm going to have one gathering post there, and I'm going to have one gathering post there. Okay. Now, we're out of wood. So, we've got to take 15 people and put it on that. Okay. And I'm going to take 15 people and put it on this. That leaves us with 20 people left over. If you notice, each one of these gathering posts take 10 people each. So, let's go ahead and get it going. And as you can see, these poor souls have to dredge through the snow to get to their piles to make things work. It's brutal. This game is really, I mean, it's really brutal, but it's a lot of fun, right? Now we're going to wait till probably day 2 or 3 before we build any kind of, like place to eat. Because they probably won't get hungry until then. The main thing is we need to make sure that they all have tents before nightfall. Because if you don't, they can get sick. And if they get sick, well, see, you can look at this frigid coal pile they're going to. It says low risk of falling ill, but it's chilly. Remember the nice red bar that we had here in last autumn? Yeah, not so much here, guys. Not so much here. Yep, not so much here. But we are getting the wood done. Let's see if we can't get a road, semblance of a road built here. Okay. So that we can get these going, at least. I would like to make sure that the road is at least falling. Yeah, like that. There we go. All right, let's get 10 people in here. Make it happen. We're at 75 coal. We need 200. Remember. Also, we've got we got to turn the generator on, of course. Then we've got just like before, we need to put down research posts and all that good stuff. All right, we can go ahead and start laying our tents down. Now, you see how this has got a ring around it? Let's pause for a second. Check it out. See how this has got a ring around it? Those are our stock. That's where our stockpiles go. But you see how it's got a ring around it right here? Okay. This is, if I put this tent down, this was in the first level of heat, which means that it virtually has no heat. Okay. Then there's level 2 heat, level 3 heat, so forth, so on, and yada yada. You get the point. Anyway, so we need 8 of these here. We need 8 tents. Gotta have at least 8 tents for our workers, our workforce. Oh, I thought I unpaused it. Whoops. My bad. Anyway. Now see, these guys are gathering 4 wood. They're doing good on the wood now. They're starting to crank it out. Let's go ahead and get 2 more tents down. What I would like to do is I would like to get these guys done as soon as we start getting some steel in. But I want to make sure that our coal is taken care of first. Okay, we've got 4, 5. That's 6. Now there is a thing you can do to make hope raise and go up better, and what that means is you can hold out and not build your tents and let them sit around the generator for the first night, and they'll say, hey, we need tents, can you make us some tents? But if you do that, you run the risk of people getting sick. And if people get sick, their chances of dying, and we can't have that. So it's best to just leave that alone. Just leave it alone. All right. Okay, bees here. I usually set way back here like this. Okay. I usually set them way back here. I know I usually set them way back here. Probably I would like to set them there, but I think we're going to end up moving it later on. So we'll do that for now. Right? And being as we'll be getting 5 wood here, 5 wood here. What is that? Extended emergency shift. No, I ain't worried about emergency shift right now. We don't need it. Not right now. Because again, if you try and make them do it with that, if you try and make them work longer at first, and the first couple of nights, if you try to make them work longer than what they can, you'll be shooting yourself in the foot because they could get sick. Yep, the heating is off. Of course. No problem. We're going to turn it on. Don't worry. We'll turn it on for a small, short time just to get the quest taken care of. Let it come up here like this. There we go. Come on, guys. The faster you get those houses built, the better off you'll be. Let's go. I remember this thing just spewing through the coal. I mean, just spewing through it. Yeah, see? Look at that. 6 coal to turn this generator, to turn this to steam level 1, right? It's just, wow. 100% coal consumption. It just drinks the coal right now. Later on, we'll be able to make it better and do a lot of things and fix stuff and yeah, things like that. We'll be all right. Illness and healthcare. Oh, I got somebody sick already. Why? Why are they sick? What? I've never. What? Is that an update? That had to be an update, right? Yeah, that has to be an update. Okay, so we're going to take... we're going to take 5 people off of here. Just like so. All right. Then we're going to go like that. Now, I don't know that we can even do a medical tent because we don't have the wood for it. Okay, yeah. Now, our first thing that we're going to be doing, it wants us to build a beacon. We're not building a beacon right now. Nope, not going to happen. What we are going to do is we're going to have faster gathering. But we cannot do that until we get the wood, and we can't do that until we get the engineers in there. So, Book of Laws is in place. Extended shift. Those 2 out of the way, up front, get it over with. All right, let's go ahead and speed it up so they can get back to work. So, for those of you wanting to know, okay, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off, seeing as how they already got sick. For those of you that want to know, later on, we will have, a decision to make. And it's going to be a very hard decision. And either way, it's brutal on both ends. So it's not like there's, yeah, it's, anyway. See, we've got 3 sick, and it's nice and cozy in here. Look, it's livable. I don't know why they're sick. I've got no idea why there's 3 people sick. These guys aren't working right now, so it's not like, oh, well, you know. There you go, get to work. Faster gathering, go, get, let's do it. Nope, okay, fine. Since you guys are sick already, guess what? You got a nice cozy little place to work. Let's get it going. I never had 3 people sick in the first night. Because I usually, like I said, I try to get them all tents, and I try to get the generator running before the first night's over. But they got sick anyway. So danged if you do, danged if you don't kind of scenario right there. See? Let's get that faster gathering going. And then this medical post. Oh, I don't want to put it there. I really don't. I'd rather have 2 houses here and put it on the outside. Yeah, base heating level 1. Base heating level 1. Yeah, see that? It needs to go there. But I can't very well put 2 houses down. So, what I can do is I guess I'm going to have to put it right here. I mean, there's a gap right there. What happened? These things shouldn't be doing that. Very weird. Very, very, very weird. But we got to have it down anyway. So, might as well do it so we can treat the sick people. Yep, the heating is off. The generator is down. Well, it doesn't need to be off. It doesn't need to be on whenever you guys are working. You shouldn't be back there anyway. Family torn apart. Urges you to hurry. We'll do what we can. All we can do is all we can do, people. We can't be going out into the wilderness trying to find your lost relatives right now when they could be dead. They just had to survive a night with no heat And we have people that are sick. So what's that tell you about their chances? Not very good, right? Right. Okay, the other thing I want to do here is tech. Let's go ahead and I'm going to lay down another one of the workshops for sure. We've got to get that going. Let's see, what else do we need? We got health. We got food, but I'm not really worried about that at the moment. We could do a hunter's hut and get it started. We could do a hunter's hut and get it started. Now, the hunter's hut are kind of like your scouts, if you will. You know, like we had in the last one. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, heating level of 2. Heating level of 2. Okay, good. All right, so the hunter's hut, food. We'll put him, where to put him? I want him way out here though, right? I want him as far back as I can get him. But I don't want him over here because there's trees right here. See? You can see the trees sitting there. But we don't want them there. I want him... I want it close enough. Oh, I guess I could put him there. That would work, right? Wouldn't it work? No. No. No, no. See, they won't let you go over the top of resources, and I really like that factor. Okay, so, here's what we'll do. We're going to come from here. We're going to go out here like this. All right. We'll do that. And then we'll put our hunter post out here. Yeah, we'll put our hunter post way out here like that. Well, it's got a road. Oh, nope. No, we don't. Okay. Okay, we didn't spend nothing to do it because... Didn't I build that road? Where is that road? Oh, they haven't built it yet. Okay, yeah, well... That's a thing now, isn't it? Maybe we'll wait until they build the road. Alright. Wood pile is depleted. Okay, good. Alright. Go in here. I am thinking... I'm thinking that we're going to go with... Man, I really don't want to do steam hubs. I really don't want to do steam hubs right now. Let's do the hunter's gear. Yeah, I really don't want to do the steam hub right now. Alright, I'm going to take these guys off and put all these guys on the coal. We're going to do it all. For now. And then we'll put the 5 of them guys in there. Alright. See, these guys are technically livable. There's no reason to have this. There is no reason right now to have the generator on. There's no reason whatsoever to have the generator on. Everything is totally livable. Even look at here. Even in this. Even in the guard posts or the gathering posts and stuff like that. It's very, very, very... No, you guys are gonna be... Yeah, an engineer got sick. Big deal. Get over yourself. Alright, let's go ahead and build out our hunter post right there. Get that sucker built, and then tomorrow we'll ship people out to do that. All right, what are we doing here? Okay, I think we're gonna go with radical treatment. It's just a way that I'm comfortable with going. It's a way that I like to go. Let's see, sustain life. Discontent will rise. You won't be able to treat anybody. You can't ship them back because everything's gone. And they'll just take up space. Radical treatment, we'll fix them as best we can. There you go. Simple as that.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Here we go. Oh boy, now what? Yeah. I ain't turning on the generator. You guys are fine. Look, it's livable. Go in your tent. Have a coffee. You know? Have a coffee. Go to your tent. Be happy. Be happy you have the thing. Simple as that. Wait a minute. What? There's a child in here? Well, no one rides for free. We're going to let the children have jobs. We are going to be putting children to work. As cruel as that may sound, they need to chip in and do their fair share. Simple as that. The other thing I could do is I could put a gathering post on the coal over here so that it gets coal and this, which that's not a bad idea now that I think about it. Let's go ahead and do that. Of course, we don't want to go too far because, again, there are trees over here, and trees are of vital importance. I think I'm just going to have that right there like that. And I'm just going to go straight in here and bring it over and be done with it. All right, now we can take 15 people off of this coal pile right here. We can stick them in here. Okay. We can stick them in there and they will go and they will hunt. They will hunt till 6 o'clock in the morning, and then they'll come back and they'll bring food with them. You see how that works? See? Right now, they're going to go out and they're going to start hunting, or should anytime now. Come on, let's go out and get out there and start hunting. People need food. Let's go. Again, remember, see, look at this. Look at this. Comfortable. It's red. Look at that. Comfortable. It's red. What? Get out of town. Yeah, they're fine. I don't know. Look at that. Look at this. Livable. What? Livable. What? Come on now. You guys are killing me here. What the heck? Going crazy, man. Yep, at least you're alive. Not everybody is so lucky. That is correct, sir. That is correct. Okay. We have people going in here. They're going to go do their thing in here. And they're going to start going in here and getting coal and getting iron. These guys will finish up this iron here. We're not going to be pushing them to do anything too much over here because it is chilly. It is what it is. These guys here, they're perfectly fine because there's nobody working those two except for these guys right here. These guys in this gathering post, they're the ones that are working it. So at least they got that going for them, right? All right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be our first episode of A New Home. Okay. We are going to call this one. We're going to save this one. And we'll call it Funky. See? New Home. Get it? And H. And we'll go 1. How about that? New Home. There we go. All right. Remember, if you would be so kind, hit the like, hit the like button if you like my content. If you see something, think of something, hear something, want to tell me something, leave a comment down below. If you feel I've earned your subscription through everything we've been doing, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Everything goes to the YouTube algorithm, lets them know, hey, I need to be a bigger channel. I appreciate every single one of you. It is an honor and a privilege every morning when I get up and I see that any of my videos have a view. It's just amazing to me. So, that being said, thank every one of you for everything that you do for me. Be good to each other. Be good neighbors. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good day, everybody.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of a funky rhythm that's shaking the ground. My neighbor's got a groove that just won't quit. Gonna join the party cause I can't resist. He's got the funk in his soul, it's in his DNA. His bassline's bumping and his guitar's here to stay. Every night he's playing, jamming away. I can't help but dance, it's just the funky way.